It's Dirty Story Night. We are in our fast food month of stories, which is actually going to take us about 2 months to release, but you get the idea. We recorded them all in 1 month. Anyway, this week, you're going to hear Jerome Assrapes Acme, which was our third place finisher. But before we get to that, I'd like to ask you to check out our parent network, IABDpresents.com. We have podcasts, written work, video series, and more. One of the programs is GOD is My BFF, a weekly written work series that has just completed its 4th and final season. So you can check out all 4 seasons of that. The first one is currently free and will probably be for the foreseeable future. The last one, season 4, is only free for a little bit longer. 2 and 3 you do have to pay for, but it's not very expensive. So head on over and check that out. Also, if you like any of our work, please check out patreon.com/IABD and donate a couple dollars. It will help us bring more programming to you to join the network. Lastly, please follow us on social media at IABD Presents. And now enjoy Jerome Assrapes Acme.
He looked across the dry desert landscape. Hang on. Dry like his dating life had been. Not because he couldn't get a woman. He was classically handsome, lean, muscular build, trim fur, dark eyes. But he had an obsession. One that drove him like nothing else ever had. Only one meal would satisfy his craving. Meep, meep. There she was, blazing a trail through the dust and through his heart. The roadrunner was fast. Too fast.
I know what's happening. What are you talking about?
It's fast food. He longed to talk to her, had tried on many occasions, but she never slowed long enough for him to tell her what he wanted. Today, Wile E. Coyote was going to try a new approach. He was going to be direct. Stop beating around the anvil. He would make his intentions known, and he would either get the meal he wanted or not. She came upon him faster than Dallas could bake a bûche de Noël. He braced. This was it. He unfurled his banner, closed his eyes, and steeled himself. Meep, meep. He opened his eyes. There she stood in all her glory, gray and green. No, wait, that was blue. Definitely blue feathers. Glistening in the desert sun. She stared at him warily, wondering if this was a trick. As his boner poked out of his fur, she knew it wasn't. Slowly, so as not to scare her off, Wile E. lowered himself below her plumage. She spread her spindly legs to expose the moist avian snatch. He licked his lips hungrily, and then he licked hers. The next moments were a blur, he hungrily lapping at her juices like a Mad Lab or IABD troop member with any type of liquor. She meeped in ecstasy, staying as still as he'd ever seen her. Her breath quickened, and this time it wasn't from running away, but from sheer pleasure. Better than any Acme brand vibrator, he hungrily fed at her trough. She came suddenly, violently, and it took everything he had to keep his wet pussy liquor in contact with its clitoral mate. Meep, meep, meep! Spent. He collapsed onto the ground, the desert sand immediately invading his crack, but he didn't care. She looked at him curiously, head cocked. Would she return the favor? Yes! Her beak furiously began pecking at his nether regions, reducing them to hamburger in moments. Staring at her in shock as the blood left his tattered genitals. The last thing Wile E. saw was her cold, dead eyes. And then she was gone, and he died. Emotionally confused at the simultaneous best and worst experience of his life.